In the last days, I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh. My sons and my daughters will prophesy. My young men will see vision. My old men will dream dreams. Dreams are part of God's way He manifests Himself. And part of the reason why the revelatory gifts is part of what He will pour out through His Spirit is because in our generation, which is the end time generation, there's going to be a lot of deception that comes from the spirit realm. That's why you see that many people are very enticed by spiritual things and the spirit realm in this generation, but they just don't want to go through Jesus. So God is then going to give an outpouring of spiritual gifts so that people are able to discern. But He says, my old men will dream dreams. And I say to people that there are many people that have said dreams is a sign that you're still a baby Christian. I'm like, no, it says my old men will dream dreams. So that means there's something about also the depth of your spirit, your time of engagement with the Lord that opens you up to dreams of the night. But that being said, scripturally, there's nowhere in the Bible where I have actually seen that Satan gave somebody a dream. I've not seen it in the Bible. I probably may not know this yet. However, I do know that there can be interferences when people go to sleep, because some things that people call dreams actually aren't dreams. Sometimes they were having real life encounters and experiences happening in their environment, but because we don't have a language to express it, we say it was a dream. Now, there's a difference between a dream and a vision of the night, and the Bible speaks about the two. In a dream or in a vision of the night, the Lord will come to them. Now, in a dream, there are multiple things that happen and stuff like that, but the thing about visions are usually characterized by location. So for example, you fall asleep on this chair and you had a dream that while you were on the chair, somebody walks into the room and gave you a cup of coffee and this and that, and they started to throw up, and then you woke up again from the chair. That wasn't necessarily a dream, that was a vision, because you are seeing what was happening in that immediate environment happening. You were seeing what was going on in the spirit realm. Now, the thing about when you have visions like that, you have to be very careful, because you literally just got a sense of what's happening at the moment, so you pray. Now, in the dreams also, because many people are unaware of how to guard their environment, the enemy comes and engages with their spirit, and in God's mercy, He shows it to you in visions and in pictures, and then you wake up. Now, I say to people, when you wake up from a dream, there's usually a window of engagement. Sometimes people have dreams and they're like, oh, I had a bad dream, and they go through the whole day, and at night before they sleep, they're like, God, I don't want to have another bad dream, just take care of it. No, there's usually a time of response. It's like in the physical, when someone threatens you, you don't wait 2 years to respond to the threat. There's usually a window of response before you address a thing, even legally. And I say that many times why things that happen in the dream stick to a lot of people is because they did not deal with it the moment God showed it to them that this is what is going on. And so it then establishes itself. It has time to then establish itself as a weakness or a brokenness or a demonic captivity. So we have to practice waking up to power. And so the moment you wake up, you just get in there and, you pull out your Bible, pull out your scriptures, and you engage with the matter immediately. You don't give the enemy room in your silence or in your laziness for him to establish it as a captivity in your life.